I want us to have an open marriage.
Oh my God.
What?
Those are the moments where you're like, man, what? You know, as a person like Jacob, you're like, nah, bro, I've been left. But you're like, nah, you're Emmett today.
So you gotta fight that feeling.
You're Emmett today, buddy. Jacob is out there somewhere. You're in the Chi.
Season 4 of The Chi opens with Kevin in love with his classmate Gemma.
Keisha is very pregnant, and Darnell is dating Chef Dom.
Emmett is feeling guilty over secrets he's keeping with Tiffany.
On their way home from school, Jake and Kevin get into an altercation.
And the police react violently.
Oh, it was so cold.
Yeah, I remember this day.
It was so cold that day, though.
What the
Think you was Fresh Prince of Inglewood?
Just heating my boy for no reason.
Chill out, bro, chill. Go, what the you trying to do?
Hit.
Shut your ass up. ID. What I gotta show my ID? Bro, just show me your ID.
I'm the reason he even have an attitude, and maybe if that altercation don't happen, he give him his ID.
Hey, this scene was tough, boy.
This be stuff that go on in real life too, man.
Yeah, this makes me viscerally upset.
I feel like they trust us to bring the scene to life and embody them emotions. And that's one of my favorite things about the show, how it touches on real life situations.
This made me so sad.
These are real life situations that go on and they need to be talked about, so yeah.
I think it was an important topic to touch on just because of the space we were in the world, just to see that representation showing that sometimes things do transpire like that. You may be in a moment where you're not doing anything and something can happen.
Yeah.
The show, Lena does a really great job, I keep saying this, of keeping her ear to the streets and really representing what's going on in all facets. In some shows, I know it's a possibility that could have been a very one-sided scene and it just would have been him and that would have been it. It made it 3D because I'm recording, I'm with someone who I care about, we're watching another person who we care about just go through this, and it's disheartening for everyone involved. It was a time, but I love how everybody was there. Do you remember what the audition process was like?
Oh, absolutely. Well, first, before I auditioned for Jake, I originally auditioned for Coogie.
What?
I auditioned for Coogie. I wanted that role so bad. I went in, I did it. I didn't get the call back. I was bummed, but blessings be coming in disguise. I got a email back. They wanted me to come in and read for Jake. Came in, read for Jake, rocked it. They called me back for the call back. I came back in. The second time I was a little bit nervous. I ain't gonna lie, there was more people in the room this time, but had to shake them jitters out. I killed it. I think I did one more if I'm not mistaken. Then after that, we had got that call, the email, and that I had booked the role, man. It was a blessing.
How old were you?
I was 11 turning 12.
Ooh!
Emmett is shopping with his dad when he runs into Keisha at her new job.
And the two give each other advice. This was the first scene I had with Darnell, and I really wanted to scene with him.
And you need to tell her and deal with the consequences. Man up and stop acting like a little bitch.
You the one who told me not to tell Tiff.
Boy, I ain't talking to you. I'm on the phone. You the only one with problems. Hey, man, let me hit you back.
Stupid, the two of them.
What's up, Keish?
Hey, Darnell.
Keish.
What y'all doing here?
Shopping for his reunion.
You think you can hook us up with an employee discount?
It's a secondhand place and you need a discount.
No, but the men's section is over in that corner, Darnell.
I mean, you know, instead of $1, it could be 50 cents.
I guess.
Sorry, he said your hot ass mess.
Boy, please, y'all cut from the same cloth.
I had just had a baby, so my face was like,
You know, if you need advice, I'm here to help.
I'm like, I just got rid of my stomach. You want me to wear a fake one?
I don't need no advice because I already know what I gotta do.
What you gotta do?
Tell Tiff the truth.
What? I've been told you that.
It's another good part of their friendship.
No, I just don't want to hurt her anymore, you know? How are you, though? For real.
They always come together. Like, he's in his relationship,
Yes.
doing his thing. I'm about to be in a new relationship, coming back into myself, but they just find a way to just be there for each other.
I still gotta decide who gets this baby after it's born.
How you know who to give it to?
I don't. Just gotta trust my instincts and do what I gotta do to take care of myself.
You're gonna be all right, Keisha. No matter what.
They loved each other. The love was there. They watched each other grow in like different phases of life and different situations, so they understand each other. It's not too many people that he has that can break himself down to. And the same for Keisha. She wasn't that close to like her moms. Her brother was younger, so she was the one looking out for him. They're just each other's person, you know?
After Papa fails to get a booking for his podcast, Papa's Pulpit, Maisha apologizes for not being supportive and figures out a new guest.
I got my queen Maisha with me in the studio.
I remember these little egg cartons, boy. Horrible acoustic.
No, babe, if you're nervous, we can always record it and fix it in post if you mess up.
Just drop the beat.
Right, cause who?
I got a God-fearing man that's behind me now. Somebody tell Dirk to come sign me. I got that flow that'll make a gangster put that gun up. Maybe that's why they despise me. Little revolutionary from the south side. Trying to win a game of life by a landslide. This is my project of redemption. Making the shy a better place, a bar at a time.
Oh my goodness. I did. I had originally sent 2 versions of this. I remember I was literally at my dad's house and we was listening to some like demo beats and he was like, what you want to say? You know, you got to have something that encapsulates Chicago, but it's also talking about Maisha and her life. That's what I came up with. Season 3 at the rap party, I had started to rap and it turned into like a whole little MC thing. And they asked afterwards if I could rap on the show. That was the first time that I was able to showcase to the world my art. And it was very important that I got to show that side because my mother is an actress and a singer, but my father is a poet and an MC. Showing both sides, again, of my identity through the medium of Maisha was really special. This is all my pen, and I'm honored for sure.
After Emmett comes clean to Tiffany about his infidelity,
She proposes a new idea for their marriage.
I want us to have an open marriage.
oh my God.
What? What?
Been thinking and it just makes sense.
I remember when Lena told me she wanted to explore this topic for open marriage. First off, I was upset because I was just like, why she gotta be in an open marriage?
No, I'm done. It's me and you.
Yeah.
But what if another catches my eye?
I thought it was a great topic for such a young couple.
Thought you only had eyes for me.
I love your trifling ass, Amy.
Oh, I gotta be all that.
But I can't keep doing this.
I love that we started out so young on the show because it really put a light to what you go through as a young person. The story doesn't start when you get older. We kids, but we not kids. Not in our community, you know?
It's just an idea. So, what do you think?
I think I'm confused.
Let's just try it and see what happens.
I remember rehearsing these scenes with Hannah and we were like screaming.
That's what you want?
We was like, oh!
It hurts to the core.
Yeah.
I think I appreciated this storyline post-airing because I had a lot of people reach out to me, a lot of married couples, and they were like, we were considering it, but we don't want to do it now. And it's so funny because I thought that people would be inspired to do it. But no, it actually worked opposite. Like people were like, yeah, you know, we don't want to do it no more because we seen how y'all's turned out.
You just see Emmett get a taste of his own medicine, man. It's like, uh-oh. She want to have her cake and eat it too as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. She's inclined to.
Those are the moments where you're like, man, what? You know, as a person like Jacob, you're like, nah, bro, I've been left. But you're like, nah, you're Emmett today.
It was an experience where you gotta detach yourself from the actor and understand you are telling another story and it may relate and connect to somebody else.
Jacob is out there somewhere. You're in the Chi. You know, social media is involved, so you feel like people are talking about you.
Because they are.
They are. And your face is everywhere and memes is going.
Like, it's you.
And we got people making commentary and YouTube and Instagram videos like, Emmett, stupid. And you just like, you gotta shut it down. You like, this is art. This isn't Jacob Lattimore. This isn't me.
This is another thing Lena told me. Tiff offering open marriage was her way of trying to give Emmett what he wanted. It wasn't actually what she wanted. It was like, okay. And that makes sense because later in season 8, you say something about wanting to please him and wanting his like attention and his love, so.
Because while you was out living yours, I was looking for attention. And Emmett gave me some.
No wonder you got pregnant at 17.
Yeah, because I thought if I had his child, he would stay with me.
Could have told you that wasn't gonna work.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good.
A little full circle.
Yeah.
Jake and Gemma stage a walk at his school, but after it fails to draw students, including Kevin, Jake comes up with an alternative plan. You funny, man.
I'm Superman.
Stay behind and be the white shield.
Tell about be the white shield.
This coat was so tea, Mercedes.
Yeah, all I watch on was.
So, what you think?
Then I've been missing out.
Watch your girl around Jake where she gets snatched up.
You gotta dare.
I like to try to make light of it though and say I was doing the same.
What is it?
I got it.
Look at you being all romantic under blue lights.
He don't even do this, man.
They're not equally yoked. And it was an eyelash. You did all that for an eyelash?
Now I gotta make a wish. Watch.
She made a wish for you.
What'd you wish for?
I can't tell you.
I think I could guess.
He's so bogus, man.
Cornball.
Are you right?
I thought you wished for more than just a kiss.
Get your mind out the gutter.
Nah. I thought you wished that you was my girl.
But you was in love right there. You was moving your head and stuff. You was with it.
Yeah, we was acting right there for sure. We had to act. It was kind of funny to me because I'm like, why is he like always doing some like type of shady things, something about a girl? You see it at the wedding, Kevin was trying to bust his move on a girl and then you see me like dancing with her. Now I come take the new love interest of his life. I hated doing my boy like that.
Tiffany and Dom go into an edible business together and get their first client.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Y'all the weed girls?
Who's asking?
I'm Hannibal's cousin. He told me I could find y'all.
Yeah, we know him. Yeah. What's up?
I'm looking to add edibles to my inventory. And I heard y'all got some good.
For a price?
Sure y'all wouldn't come cheap.
No, we don't.
Well, that was the moment.
So what you trying to do?
I'ma sell y'all for my clientele.
This
And
is
keep
like
it
when
in-house.
Tiff starts
Exactly.
bossing up for real.
Plus we black owned, baby.
I mean, you could even
Like
see it in the wardrobe, you know?
Season 4, definitely. She started hustling more.
I had to come check it out first.
Look at her.
Yeah, it was
And
a whole change. Yeah, this is a shift.
Believe it or not, me and Lala were both on set. I was like, they're gonna put Iman Shumpert with one of us. And I was like, I think they're gonna put him with you. She was like, no. I'm like, no, maybe, but no, it went with me. We did not know at all. I thought that was really interesting.
When Maisha's rap career starts taking off, she lands an interview and a photo shoot. But when Papa inserts himself awkwardly to promote his podcast, roll the clip. We don't even gotta talk about it no more.
I've been thinking and praying we can't work together anymore. Mixing business with pleasure isn't good for us. I want to flourish with my queen, not fight her.
She don't care.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. I actually think we should take some space.
Space? I don't know if I want space.
Well, I do.
And we're gone. My car's outside. Watch out. Because he knew he was wrong. My queen, shut up. You're out of the kingdom. You cannot come back. What are we talking about? What? They would talk about that for years, bro. Why you do Papa like that? Why you do? He inserted himself.
Yeah, so in a way it wasn't, you didn't do him no kind of way.
I didn't do him no kind of way. I did not do that little baby wrong. If I gave you a business card in the middle of your interview, you'd be like,
My spotlight. Fall back. Fall
where
back.
my camera?
Fall back, sir.
Get it. My first audition was pretty smooth. I didn't really think much of it. The second time for the callback, I was rushed out of school. You know, like early dismissal snatched me up out of there, bro. I was running to the car in my gym pants.
Oh, yeah, it was
because we
serious.
was like, we gotta go. And what I thought was a callback actually was not. It was like they just wanted to come look at me, like the director and I think the showrunner at the time. And as soon as I got there, they was like, that's our girl. Mind you, 2 pigtails, huffing and puffing through the hallway. Gym pants still on. I look a mess. But after that, that was history.
After the long process of choosing an adoptive parent for her child, Keisha decides she wants to keep the baby.
Did you want her to keep it?
I don't remember feeling a preference. I thought that the story was really sweet, that this girl is so grown up now that she would do such a hard thing out of love. I was like, again, the audience, they were just so mad.
Yeah, they
I'm like,
were. I
this
remember
baby
that.
came out of her. You think there's no part of her that wants to keep it?
How's he doing?
Quiet. But you know, that happens a lot. People prepare for adoption and then they don't go through with it.
It's very common.
You sure you want to keep him?
You asking for me or for you?
Octavia was gonna give that baby a good life.
And she still can with somebody else's son, not mine. I think it says a lot about Keisha, and this is when Keisha starts to turn into that soft Keisha, that Keisha that wants to do the best for the baby.
Have you even started to ask yourself the hard questions yet?
She's always had such a strong point of view, like to argue with your mom about whether you're gonna keep a baby or not.
Like, how are you gonna feel when that baby starts to look like his father?
That, ooh.
Really, Mom?
Oof.
You love me, right?
Always.
And you love that little boy.
Of course.
Then that's all that matters.
When Keisha decides to name her baby Ronnie, I thought that was the sweetest thing. I thought it was great writing to bring it full circle like that. That's what a show is supposed to do. And that was really great mother-daughter casting, I think. We had immediate chemistry day one. We had a lot of deep conversation on set. I think it really shows through the screen too, when we have scenes together, that there was a true love there from day one.
Emmett decides he's done with being in an open marriage with Tiffany, and he proposes to her again.
This is crazy. It's so messy.
But this episode is probably one of my favorite episodes
Yeah, it was
out of all
nice.
of the episodes, to be honest.
Boy, if you don't get up, we already married.
I know that.
Fun fact,
I wanted to upgrade your ring.
they kind of tied in the Martin scene with this scene.
Really?
When he proposes to Gina. And then also we're doing
Love Jones.
Yes, we're doing Love Jones. So it's like a combination of all these like very classic black film, black television.
It's beautiful.
It really was.
I don't want to be open no more. I want it to just be us again.
But I like our new arrangement. I like not having to worry about you cheating on me all the time.
If we close up our marriage, I promise, I will never cheat on you again.
I heard that before, Emmett.
And I mean it this time. If you want to keep being open, then I don't know if I want to be married to you no more.
Are you serious?
He looks so brokenhearted.
Yeah.
So brokenhearted. I was sad she said no to him. Like, watching it too, it was like, oh, he's trying
No, because you have to think about all that he's done in the past.
Yeah, but this
he had
was
it
a
coming.
soft moment. I mean, that's why they were never met.
Yeah.
But it's still like, this date night was so sweet. They danced together. They really did a good job of reenacting Love Jones. And then she says no. She could have waited till tomorrow. Like, look.
No.
Get his ring back.
As Duda recovers from being shot, he approaches Trigg about including him in his administration.
Don't worry, it's all blow over.
Will it?
Yeah.
I was acting better. As we grew in the seasons, the acting got better.
And what is that vision exactly?
I became a tree.
A black utopia. A world where we can invest in our own businesses, where we don't have to worry about making ends meet because everybody has a job. And we never have to run from the police. I think it's time that you graduated from the block. I could use somebody like you in my administration.
I'm not wearing a suit.
How about a shirt with a collar?
This is when the idea of my clothes changing came into play.
Wow.
But that was kind of like the first planting of the seed of being a part of something bigger than myself, administrative work, government, getting inside. That was my way in. Also in that relationship, what you saw is you see us, the dynamic kind of evolves to a space where maybe like Duda's almost like big bro to Trigg. It's like not exactly brothers, but he is
Some sort of mentor in the street.
Yeah, our fight with each other. The undertone is like my big brother. I'm the brother that's always checking his older brother in the things that he decides to do, and that older brother always thinks he's right. And it's not on the page, but it was just what me and Curtis had decided that's what our relationship kind of is, which allows a space of nuance. So it's not just so combative. Every time we're together, it's, you, no, you! It's sometimes it's like, forget you, yeah, whatever. See you tomorrow, yeah, whatever. But in that scene, that was the first inkling of the drop of Trig evolving to Victor.
After an ultimatum, Tiffany reaches a decision about her open relationship with Emmett.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I made a decision.
What's it gonna be?
I'll close it up.
This open marriage a trip.
Yeah, it is.
But cheating not a trip.
I learned a lot about myself though.
Like what?
Like how connected we are.
You know what say how
How much
connected
our
we
family
are.
means to me.
So you never gonna cheat again?
See, Tiff knew that he was not serious.
No.
That's why she said what she needed to say, just to shut him up.
I need you to say the words.
That I'm never gonna cheat again?
Yes.
Are you gonna say it?
And of course, y'all know how the episode ends.
It is.
We both human.
Yeah, we are.
I feel like it was just too much damage done.
Absolutely.
Why don't we just agree to do our best?
And they're so young. It's so easy to forget that when you're watching the show.
As season 4 ends, we see Tiffany kiss her new edible partner, Rob.
Kevin and his family take in Lene to provide her with a stable home.
And Duda leaves town after Trig blackmails him with footage of him brutally beating Jim's dad, Marcus.
Jada's cancer is in remission, and Kevin has been suspended from school.
Per usual, there's a lot going on in the show.
That's a wrap on celebrating season 4 of The Chi. Join us here next week for our rewatch of season 5.
And subscribe to the Chi YouTube channel and Paramount Plus to keep the memories going.